Welcome guys, just playing a bit of Standard today with my creatureless Grixis deck, Grixis Invoke, in best of one queue, of course. The idea being that if we're creatureless, we can blank everybody's creature removal. Right, let me think about this. I think I'm going to play a tap land first. Maybe that tap land. There we go. So yeah, I'm playing... that's important just because I'm playing Tainted Indulgence as my card draw spell, so I need blue and black on turn 2 if I top deck that. Oh, yeah, I just forgot to do it because I was talking. Typical. Never mind. We can, but this turn we can potentially copy it, which could be cool. Yeah. Okay, right. Here we go. Galvanic Iteration. Tainted Indulgence. So we'll have to discard 2 cards. So I'm going to go and discard one of the charms. And I don't think we're going to need a lightning strike. I get that impression. If I feel like we're up against a control deck of some kind here. He's not done anything yet. And I think we've got a big score we can do end of turn, so we'll hold on to that. I'm just going to focus on making my land drops. There we go. Life gain. Life gain is quite good against my deck. Life gain and counter spells could be a problem. Right, yeah, he is a serious control deck. So I am blanking a lot of his cards here, which is quite good. What else do we want to discard? Yeah, we've got the Invoke Calamities. I think we could burn down the house next turn. I think that could be quite good. I'll drop a charm. Play with Fire to the Dome. And then we can scry. Another land drop. Do we care? Yeah, I want that land drop, I think. And then I think we'll make the demons. And we could double up. I mean, he's got board sweepers. He could just do farewell next turn. But I like the idea of the little demons going out. Get some damage in. Because, yeah, if you farewells, obviously these get exiled and they don't get to do any damage. Oh, Invasion of Amonkhet. Nasty. Okay, I'll lose a mountain. There we go. Getting close to making me discard my calamities. Alright, you got the Sokenzan. Right, let's think about Calamity here and what it can do. Play with fire and burn down the house is an option. And that does quite a lot of damage. I think, do we hold the underground river to discard, potentially? Or do we make the land drop? Graveyard, please. Right, give me burn down the house. And with the 3 devils, and we'll play with fire to the dome. I don't need that land drop. Swing for 9. Hold the land in hand to discard. Because he's got to do something about these devils. He's conceded. Okay. And we have a little wait. Alright, we're back. So remember, we want to cast Tainted Indulgence on turn 2. So we've got a lead with the Stormcarved Coast. And we're against mono red. This is usually in the most challenging matchup. To the extent that I just give up playing this deck if I lose to about 3 mono red decks in a row. Right, let's not mess this up. So, unfortunately, both black sources do me a point of damage, but I think we just have to suck it up. So, I mean, surviving to turn 5 to do burn down the house is questionable. Yes, another one. Okay. 6 damage. There is an obvious upgrade to the deck I could make, which is the 3 damage sweeper, but I don't have that card yet. So I'm relying on copying and the festivities. Okay, I think... should I just drop a pain land here? But it is a black source when I've only hit 1 black source so far. That's... Shivan Reef, though, is also a pain land. Blue's less important, so we'll discard the Shivan Reef. Right, so... yeah, we're just... we're not competing here. And the festivities doesn't kill anything. Maybe dead this turn. Is that Stoke the Flames? Yeah, 4 damage to the dome. Pumps both of those, and I'm dead. Is that... yeah, instant speed. Turn 4 win for the red deck. And actually the pain land didn't matter because I'd finished on -1, so there you go. That's on the draw versus mono red for you. Mono red managing to make 4 land drops as well for maximum efficiency. Though I suppose he had to impulse on turn 3. I was thinking, oh good, he has to use his impulse, but then he hit a land and another haster. So any hand where we can go turn 2 indulgence is pretty good, I think. So we keep this one. And okay, evolving adaptive. We'll go for this blue tap land first. So on the draw, looks like Gruul aggro. He did not have a follow-up creature. This can only gain 1. I'm tempted to cast Play with Fire on him right now. But he could have protection spells as well. I think I'll go for the Tainted Indulgence on balance. Right, Contaminator. Okay. Let's actually play with fire in response. Kill this. Saves me 2 damage. I mean, we are making our land drops for this turn. Light Up the Night actually does 3 damage to creatures, so obviously not quite enough. So we'll just go for the card draw this turn. Kodama. Good card. And we'll go to 2 poison as well. So we're looking at 7 damage next turn. We can light up the night on Kodama if we need to. Cool, so made a land drop, that's good. This kills a Contaminator. That seems good. I think I will discard the iteration. And we always want to go for the black-red land when we can. Now we could have a protection spell here. So we could go for killing one of his creatures now, or we just take the damage. Okay, let's just take the damage. Because we've got big score as well, so potentially burn down the house next turn. We go to 4 poison. Because we discarded the iteration, I can't do a double Invoke Despair next turn, unfortunately. That would get around any protection spells. But he's got Evolved Spinoderm. This has, let's see, Trample. Or no, hexproof. Yeah. Okay. Right, so that's played into my hands a bit. He does have 1 green mana for a protection spell. We'll go for big score here. I think we don't need the Maestros Charm so much. Okay. So we're just gonna do the board sweeper. Which land do we want? That one, I think. Yeah, got him. Okay. No board sweep, no protection spell, which is good news. Next turn we can do the double Invoke Despair. Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, he missed out on a creature on turn 2. Which that would have pressurized me quite a bit more. And what I could have done, instead of discarding Galvanic Iteration, I could have discarded the Maestros Charm to the big score. And then I could have done the double Invoke Despair a turn earlier. Right. Okay, well we've got a Xander's Lounge. We'll start with that. On the draw again. But with two Maestros Charms, we can kill most things. But this thing's sort of... It's annoying I don't have my 1 damage sweeper here, but there you go. Can't have everything. It's usually... this means mono black. See if he has another creature to follow up. Okay, you see. It's just a 2/2 swinging. But I'm doing nothing on turn 2 as well. But at least it's not the fastest start. Okay. You might have something at instant speed. So I could think about hitting him with Maestros Charm. Well, he's about to hit 4 mana, and we know what 4 mana means in the black deck. Probably has Sheoldred. So I will let him hit me. It's the Phyrexian Arena, so... Okay, that's... You know, it's card advantage. It's not quite as scary. I'll go ahead and Maestros Charm his creature. So actually we're a little bit short on Invoke Calamity red sources now I think about it. I should have played a red source there, I think. Okay, another Evolved Sleeper. Unless he plays Sheoldred, I'm going to use Maestro's Charm to dig for a card. Next turn I could have copied it as well, which might have been pretty good. Big score, yeah, that helps me dig through the deck. So I've got to remember, let's play some red sources. Now in the festivities here, let me think about this. He's only got enough mana to pump this. Oh, wait, no. He has enough mana to pump it to 3/3, so that is not going to work. We could, yeah, we could do 2 damage to the guy, we can't do 3 damage, basically. Okay, the Trespasser is here. Okay, I'm glad my Galvanic Iteration is not in the graveyard. But it still could take out something useful, like Maestros Charm. If we can copy in the festivities twice, we can get both of these dudes. Right, what are we discarding? We need this red source, so I think it might be Underground River. Okay. Okay, so iteration, and the festivities, I think, has to be the play here. Use the one in the graveyard as well. The flashback. So it's got to think about what we can do with Invoke Calamity. Got a Maestro's Charm. And there's a Shieldred. Okay. Okay, my turn. Right. And we can iteration the Calamity and cast practically everything from the graveyard. So we'd probably do Charm and maybe a Play with Fire. And then big score and end the festivities. Right, let's go for it. It just seems like fun to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm only... So here's the very interesting thing. There's the iteration in the graveyard. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's take a shot at it. Okay, well, first of all, we're going to blow up Sheoldred without further ado, without complicating matters. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast that. Actually, I've got a gut feeling that... Okay, let's cycle that. so to speak. I mean, scry. Okay, we have another one that's going to resolve. Okay. I'm going to gamble that we can copy the next one of the spells that we draw this turn, and it's going to be good. Well, Lightning Strike. And then we've got another draw phase. Big score. Okay. We play an untapped land. Big score again. Double big score. Discard a land. Iteration. Cool. We get this. Alright, no, just. Okay, fine. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, end turn. We've hit another Calamity as well, so we can do some more big scoring. We'll see. Oh yeah, Invoke Despair. That's a good card. Right. No, I'm not going to use the treasures yet. There's no need to use the treasures. Drawn all 3 Invoke Calamities, which is fascinating. Right, we've got to assume he's got Invoke Despair. I think we start with Tainted Indulgence. There's the Invoke Despair. Okay, cool. We probably don't need 2 Invoke Calamities. I'm going to say that right now, so we'll do that. I think we want this land. Now, interesting point. If we Lightning Strike that first, and then if we can copy that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've actually got 10 mana. So Lightning Strike this guy first. I hope I haven't messed this up. I mean, I could have Lightning Striked his face as well and achieved the same end. Because that thing's only stopping 2 damage, basically. Oh, I have messed up. I've messed up, because that stops 2 damage, doesn't it? Because that's an enchantment. We have to hope we draw 1 damage off the top now. So I think what I did was I just lost the game. Yeah. Because the Lightning Strike would have been 1 more damage to face. Never mind. Yeah. I noticed the creature. I forgot that that thing's an enchantment. Obviously it's an enchantment. Never mind. Although, if he was on 1 life... No, he was on 2... He must have been on 2 life. He took 1 from the arena. Close one. Right. Right, so we know we want blue mana for turn 2. In case we top deck Tainted Indulgence. Okay, this time we're on the play against mono red. We'll see if it is any better. Maybe we don't have a particularly fast hand. We might, but it's easier to survive to turn 5, burn down the house. Okay, I think Yeah, that's Maestros Charm in response to him flipping this, because it's like 3 mana to flip it. Okay. He's got more hastes. Even more hastes. So, go ahead and kill this thing. Take 4. Go ahead and play the tap land. We're on 14 life, so he's got a fair distance to go. Sword of Once and Future. That is an interesting choice. Protection from blue and black. So we survive to do our burn down the house. He gets Ronom. The Ronom trigger. Gets to look at the top 5 cards and choose the best one. It's a mountain. Okay, right, because he's got plants here. Kenra. That's getting equipped. But it doesn't have haste. Okay, let's just... we do have 4 black sources. They're not... and they're non-pain lands as well. So Invoke Despair is the best option here. It's nice having 2 end the festivities, so it's like I've got 2 sweepers in the hand. He drew another one. Well, that's not ideal. We'll play a tap land, and we could get in with burn down the house. No, we wait till next. See, I should have played the untapped land, and then I could have copied burn down the house. Never mind. Won't worry about that. Oh, he drew all 3. Ouch. Well, he's getting to try it out this game. Let's just copy Invoke Despair. What am I doing? Copy Invoke Despair. I've got to cast Invoke Calamity. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. We'll copy the burn down the house. I think I'm on 8, so I think I can attack with all of them. I mean, I think I'm pretty safe on 8. Lucky just drew basically 3 dead cards. What can we dig out? Invoke Despair. Yeah, just Invoke Despair. Not the usual mono-red matchup. He ran into equipment problems. It is the risk when you include equipment in your deck that somebody just kills all your creatures and you have nothing to equip it to. Okay, we don't have blue on turn 1. We can't use our card draw card. We do have a lightning strike. We can try and top deck land. Tell you what, let's have a look at another hand. This feels risky. This time we do have blue on 1. We can indulgence on 2. Keep 6. I'll put the burn down the house away. Red, white, blue, rouse reinforcements, okay. New type of deck. Guess a spells deck. Okay. So I've got 4 black sources. I think I'll drop a Shivan Reef here because it's a pain land. Thinking big Convoke spells are going to be happening. Mage's Attendant. Oh, it is go wide strategy here. Now you do have to got to remember this little wizard. You can pay 1 to do a 1-point power sink. That could be very annoying. So let's keep drawing cards. Try and find a sweeper. Because we put the sweeper back in the deck when we mulliganed, but we want to know. Do we need another blue source? I think, yeah, I can lose the swamp. Yeah, an extra blue source might be useful. We could Iteration, Lightning Strike. Kill the wizard and the attendant. But I think we just Maestros Charm to try and look for a sweeper end of his turn. And then we're playing around the wizard, so that's good. He may have counter magic, we'll see. Okay, another Mage's Attendant. So 2 points of power sink potentially. Okay, another creature. Really need that sweeper now. Okay, Maestro's Charm, look for a sweeper. Okay, burn down the house, seems good. Go for a Stormcarved Coast, burn down the house, woomph. Yep, that'll do it. Interesting, if he hadn't played that recruitment officer, he'd have left 1 mana open, and that would have been able to, he'd have been able to power sink my burn down the house. So he nearly had me there. Let's bring up the deck and have a look at it. So that was the goal. I just got to Platinum 1. I try and make it to Platinum. It's a bit too much effort to get any further than that. And yeah, this deck is, it's just a best of 1 deck, really. No creatures, so I feel everyone's playing a lot. There's a lot of creature removal in best of 1, probably too much. So that's what I'm trying to exploit here, giving people a lot of dead cards. And I've tweaked this deck since last time a little bit. I've gone up to 4 Tainted Indulgences. So yeah, hitting this on turn 2 is pretty good. Giving me quite, letting me hit my spells and land drops seems important. Of course, most people would be playing the Reckoner Bankbuster for the 2 mana card draw option, but I don't even want artifacts as a target for you know, the that spell that kills artifacts. Right, yeah. So I've got. I'm not running Brotherhood's End yet. I don't, because I don't have any. But I've got a workaround. I've got End the Festivities and 4 Galvanic Iteration. So sometimes I can do a 2-point board sweeper on turn 3. If I'm lucky. Got 1 play with fire, 1 lightning strike. Yeah, the indulgences, the iterations. We've got 4 Maestros Charm, so versatile card. This can kill a Sheoldred at instant speed. It can dig through my deck for a sweeper, as we saw there, or an Invoke Despair. And it can end the game if you copy it several times with Galvanic Iteration. You can do it's a 3-point drain life. You can copy. Pretty good card. Big score, fantastic. Ramp card. So this is the spell version almost of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It costs 4, and you've got to discard a card, but it's still very, very good. Usually, play this turn 4. You get your 2 treasures, make your land drop, and then turn 5 you can iteration, copy, invoke Despair. That's usually good enough to win. You're doing a bunch of damage, drawing a bunch of cards, wiping out a lot of their stuff. I've just recently gone up to 3 burn down the house. I used to have 2, so it's nice having 3 of these. I've got 3 Invoke Calamities as well. It means we're actually probably, I could add a few more multi-lands here. Notice I've got 2 swamps and 2 mountains. I feel like I can drop 1 of each and add a couple of things. I've still got the Sokenzan as well. Occasionally it comes in handy, but yeah, I could basically add 3 more multi-lands, I think. I could even go for some more fast lands, though fast lands not as important in this deck. We're obviously waiting around to turn 3, 4, 5 to do stuff. Could go for more pain lands. And we've got 1 light up the night. Occasionally I could just go face with a big light up the night to finish the game. So, yep, that's the deck. I think that is a video. Thanks for watching.